back for another round of the Brews and Views podcast, episode 41. How we all doing today?
We good.
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
Got a game 5 going on in the background. Is that what it is?
Yes, it is.
Game 5. Two shitty ass teams that nobody thought was going to be there. If you bet money at the beginning of the year at this finals, you are paid.
Yes, you
Because the
are.
odds were long.
Yeah.
But wish I'd did.
Yeah. Hindsight 2020.
There can't be anybody that did that.
No, well, there was one guy. I think I said it. Did I say it last time? There was one guy who bet 20,000 on Phoenix to make the finals and 20,000 on him to win the finals, and they were long odds. So he already, I think he won. He already won $1 million. Now he's about to lose his 20,000, and we're actually it, but who knows?
Probably a politician in Arizona.
I'm just a degenerate gambler. There's a lot of those. If I had more money, I'd be one. Gambling's addictive. I
Yes.
think, Clifton got on the gambling app.
Yeah. But I got it under control. I don't have a problem.
Okay, that's good.
Got your gambling under control.
That's right.
It is definitely addictive.
Right.
But I think you got, you have a problem. They have even Gamblers Anonymous, like Alcohol Anonymous and all that shit. So if you need help, there's places for it.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Hi, Thurgood.
All right. So I'm excited to share this beer with y'all folks.
Oh.
What?
Well done. Is that Maria Taylor? Her contract was.
Nah, that's her.
Okay.
But this is from Highwire Brewing, Asheville, North Carolina. It's the 10W40. Yeah. 10W40 Mexican hot chocolate.
10W40.
Yeah, like oil.
That's what I was going to say. Ain't that oil?
Yeah.
We got a lot going on with that. Man.
Oh, this
Yeah.
thing is, well, there's not actual oil in it.
I was about to say you can drink it or you can pour it in your truck.
I mean,
But this is
yeah.
this is an imperial stout with chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon, Pasilla, and Carolina Reaper peppers. And when I say the peppers, so when you drink it, you taste the chocolate stout.
You right?
But at the end of it, it's got this
Them peppers?
peppery.
Because Reaper peppers are hot as shit.
That's like the hottest pepper on earth, I think.
Yeah. So it's got a tinge to it at the end. It's I like it, and
Okay.
I like spicy shit.
Yeah,
Not too spicy. I put I don't know if you ever had ghost peppers before.
I try to stay away from them because I don't like spicy like that.
Woo wee, never do it.
Yeah, I won't.
Okay. But this right here is pretty good. I recommend it's 8%. Yeah. So yeah, the can's a little generic, but it's bright, so it caught my eye.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got a flat top lager. It's from Parkway Brewing. The can's kind of interesting. If y'all see that,
But,
it's
like vanilla ice on the.
but it's female though.
Oh, same thing.
Like Strong J.
But I'm gonna show that to the camera. Yeah, it's a flat top lager. It's from Parkway Brewing Company. They're in Salem, Virginia. It's 5.1%. It's really light. It's good. It's good. It's got a nice flavor to it. I mean,
Just say it's a lager.
yeah, it's a lager and it's
It's a light looking lager.
that's what I said. It's really light, but it don't sit heavy on you or anything. It's really good.
All right.
Not much alcohol content to it, but it's almost it's a pretty light lager. It's almost, if you want to compare it to a generic beer, it's almost a like a Bud Light or something.
Okay. All right.
Something like that.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a Licking Hole Creek 9 Mile IPA here.
Nice.
Not too bad.
Nice.
Whole lot of Citra, it says.
Yeah, we're going to save that one for the next one.
Oh, that's out. Oh.
Oh, he got another can. there.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Virginia's Farm Brewery.
Yeah, of course, Licking Hole Creek is Goochland.
Yeah. Goochland.
Gooch.
Maybe we need to head out to Licking Hole Creek, record from live.
I'll do it.
Yeah, maybe we can set that up. Licking Hole, if you're listening. That sounded funny when I said it. But Licking Hole, if you're listening.
Whatever you're into, Jeff. It's your business.
I mean, fresh out the shower, I might dabble. I've been known to dabble. And it's just like,
It
It's
just
2021. Do you?
hey man.
Yeah, do you?
Do you, man?
A lot of times it depends on how many of those you have before you start.
Absolutely. I've never done it sober. It's usually a few of these and some tequila.
Don't do the tequila.
Yeah.
I think I told y'all last time what they say about tequila.
Makes my clothes come off.
Well, that was you.
Oh, that's good. That's an art thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So my brother used to say, if you drink tequila, you at the end of the night you either gotta fuck or fight.
This is true.
I see no lie.
This is true.
So, yeah.
So I was in, before we get off the beer, I was in Total Wine, and there's three brothers walking in there. And we're all looking at beer, and they start to walk past me, and one of them says to one of the other guys, he's like, so you got your water? And I look, and the guy had a 6-pack of Miller Lite in his hand. And I bust out laughing, and they looked at me and saw me laughing, and they was like, yeah, see, I try to tell you, everybody knows. It was funny. And it's just also weird for somebody to go in Total Wine and more and come out with Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you can buy it at any convenience store, grocery store.
It was more expensive than Total Wine. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Someone
I'm
that
not
clearly
going-
didn't know any better.
Yeah. I'm not going to Total Wine for my cookout beer.
Yeah, that's
No.
exactly what it is. Cookout beer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I'm so glad that I switched to craft beer. It's like the second best thing I've ever done in my life.
I'm not asking.
I was going to say.
I'm not asking. I'm just
No,
not.
the first was Have a Daughter.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Because that could have went a lot of ways that we were going
Coincidentally,
See?
having a daughter on the flip side of what I had to do to get it was the worst thing I ever done in my life. But it worked out.
Well, that's good. We're glad
I'm
it
glad it worked out, yeah.
Glad it worked out.
So, yeah.
to.
So, moving on. First up, we give a big rest in peace to Biz Markie. Passed away
Rest in
yesterday
peace.
at
Yeah.
57.
Nobody beats the boo.
He's the big platinum hit. I'm not sure if any of his other ones went platinum, but the platinum one that went to different countries and topped in other countries, and everybody knows when it comes on, white, black, Asian, all the same know it is Just a Friend.
Yeah.
It's a big platinum song, one of the most widely known songs, hip hop songs in the world,
And you say he's just a friend.
which is a very good song. My favorite is Nobody Beats the Biz.
Yeah.
'Cause he gets down on that one.
Yeah, he does.
He gets down on that one, but he was he was funny. He actually did some acting. I remember was it one of the Men in Black ones?
The second one.
Yeah, is that one? Yeah.
He was in the post office.
Yeah, and Will was talking to him in his
With
language,
beatbox,
in the beatbox
yeah.
language.
Yeah.
That was so good. So good.
Did a little something for the kids with
Yeah.
Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
So, rest in peace, Biz Markie.
Yeah.
I saw this other thing. So, I'm an avid golfer. Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah.
Well, first I let me backtrack. So last week before, like they had the match that they have every year.
Yeah.
So it was a match: Bryson DeChambeau and Phil Mickelson and
Aaron
Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. So they were doing these challenges. The match was sponsored by Capital One. They were doing these challenges. You hit in the bunker or the longest drive and all these things. And every challenge that happened, they would donate so many meals to Feed America.
Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, why do you need the challenges? Capital America, just donate all the fucking meals to Feed America.
Because of course they need a reason.
Yeah. And it said, it sets a cap on it. You say, look,
Okay, so give the cap. Why do we need to go through all these challenges?
because it's a PR thing. Right? You
Mm-hmm.
can't give the cap. Say I'm only gonna give this much, because then motherfuckers like us gonna say, really? That's all you gonna give?
Yeah, it's just
They're just gonna write it off anyway.
True, but that ain't the point.
it's the bankers. I just thought it was weird.
Good job. Mark.
Yeah. But also, so Bryson DeChambeau, he was using his he was hitting and he was sucking with some club. He uses a Cobra club,
Mhm.
which is a brand, but he also endorses it. And he told the reporters, "This club sucks." Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'm thinking he's about to lose that endorsement.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if he hits anything like with me, it doesn't matter what the club
Doesn't
is.
matter. So yeah. So maybe it's him.
Yeah, because I've been golfing
Yeah.
a couple of times. I could have the greatest club. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Some of them clubs is expensive as shit.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
My driver's $400. I
Do
rarely
you hit 300-400 yards with it?
No. 250 every time.
And does it go straight for you?
Sometimes. It's supposed to be one of these clubs that that has more forgiveness,
Right.
and it has taken a little bit of the slice off of it, but sometimes I still have to go search for my ball.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we do that. Maybe we have a Brews and Views golf tournament.
It'd be nice. I played this morning, but I played at 7 o'clock before the heat. It's playing in July. It's not fun.
No, it's not.
So you gotta get out there early.
I'm sure that would be the Brews and Views golf tournament would be a lot more Caddyshack than PGA.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, LeBron. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Walk, putt, putt.
I did watch Space Jam.
The new one with
Yes,
LeBron.
Why?
had to. Just someone to see.
Like I would. Did you watch it with the daughter, or you just watched it on your own?
No, I wouldn't subject her to LeBron's acting.
Well, kids like Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but it was different Looney Tunes than I remember. It was terrible. It was
Is
terrible.
it as bad as all the critics say it is?
It's absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I was a fan of even
The
though
first one?
I don't like Michael Jordan, but the first one was pretty good.
Right.
This one was not.
Critics been ripping it.
They should be. Absolutely should be. So don't watch it. But if you got HBO Go and you're already paying, HBO Max, you're already paying for it, and you got nothing else to do, or you're just trying to fall asleep, watch it.
Damn.
Just drinking beer.
Yeah. All right. So BET Awards was last weekend, the week before last,
Something like that.
somewhere around there.
They still do those.
Yeah, they
Yes.
do.
I don't even know what channel BET's on, but there was a performance on there that everybody was talking about, and it was Lil Nas X.
Cardi. Oh, I thought you was gonna say it was Cardi B.
No, Lil Nas X. And
Okay.
apparently in the performance, I didn't see it because I don't know what channel BET's on. And I care nothing about any of the artists that receive awards on whatever award show. Just don't care. But he did a performance, and in his performance, he kissed his backup dancer, who is a guy, because Lil Nas X is gay.
What? No.
Who knew? Wow. But everybody's up in arms about it that, this is a kid's show. That was one of the main arguments. This is a kid, it was a family show, not a kid's show, a family show. And why are y'all doing that on a family show? And I'm thinking to myself, well, I've seen some of these award shows before, and there's also all types of
Twerking.
and I guess would you would call heterosexual performances? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my question is, who the hell classified this as a family show?
I don't know.
Well,
People who actually think that these award shows are worth watching, I guess. I don't know.
well, I watch award shows sometimes, but
Okay,
It's-
specify. Let's get specific.
it is.
BET Award.
Yeah, I've watched that one before. It is what it is, and people that say it's for little kids, none of it is.
No.
None of it is. Because it's all hypersexual. There's there's twerking, there's the outfits. Some of the people that come on stage are half naked. I mean, even back in the day, Lil' Kim had her titty out. She just had a titty out with a star on it. I wasn't mad at it,
Mhm.
but
I enjoyed that.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I think the people who are saying the stuff, I'm more than likely, if you frown upon just not the twerking, but just the males kissing males part of it,
Right.
you generally probably believe in God, or or have some sort of belief in that
Yeah.
realm. I would say.
Fear of God.
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna be mad at that, shouldn't you be mad at the twerking and all this sexual proclivity,
Yeah.
because it's all quote unquote sin.
Shouldn't you be mad when Madonna kissed uh, Britney Spears?
You should
You
be.
should.
I'm not,
Yeah.
but that's my sin to bear.
Right.
I'm just saying I wasn't offended by it.
Yeah, I
No,
wasn't offended
no,
by that
no,
one.
I'm not offended by it at all. But I just think that there's a lot of hypocrisy. People like to point fingers, but when you point fingers, there's what, three pointing back. Yeah,
Yeah, 3 point back at
three
you.
three pointing back at you. And we're seeing a lot of this in all of society, not just this thing right here, but it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I totally agree on that. It's you can't be so hyper religious that you start become judgmental.
Well, that's the thing. I think, and my interpretation of judging is saying that somebody is evil or going to hell,
Right.
because you can't do that, because nobody knows, no fucking know. Who are you to say?
That's not your
Now-
call. That's God's call.
Now-
That's not your call.
Calling out something that's wrong, I don't think is judging. Now,
Right.
if you think such and such is wrong, if you call it out as wrong, fine. But you have to be calling out anything that you like or do in the same
Right.
realm, like as wrong too. You can't point fingers at somebody if you're doing the same thing, sort of. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
You got to be willing to say, okay, according to my beliefs,
Yes.
Yeah.
that this is wrong. And most people ain't gonna do that. I know us in this room, we do that.
Yeah.
But most people out there, they don't do that, which leads to a lot of the problems that we have.
Right.
Like I say, according to my beliefs, full disclosure. First of all, I'm not a Christian, but I do believe in the Word, which is some people that boggles their mind that I've talked to, but I don't believe in religion, but I do believe in the Word. But anyway, I believe homosexuality is wrong, but at the same time, I'm not going to discriminate. I will love any person
Mhm.
and give them all the same respect that I give anybody else.
Live
Right.
and let live.
And I believe, look, all the porn that I watch is wrong as shit. I know it, and I accept that. You know what I'm saying, that is wrong. I know it. I'm doing something wrong in my
Right.
eyes, but that's something I have to deal with. I'm not gonna say anybody else is going to hell for what they're doing.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was saying
Yeah.
earlier. You can't be so religious that you're judgmental because on Judgment Day, I'm not the one you got to answer to. You got to answer to God.
That's
Yep.
right. And just because my sin is different from your sin doesn't make me any better or worse than you.
All sins are the same
Yeah.
in my belief.
Right. I mean, I'm not. I like you. I personally believe that is wrong, but I'm not gonna hold it against somebody. I have gay people in my family. I know a lot of gay people. I treat them with respect. I say when I see them, hey, what's up? I don't have anything against them. It's just my personal.
Yes.
I think it's wrong. But if that's how you live your life, that's how you live your
That's
life.
how you live your life. I don't think you should be able to not get a job or do
No,
whatever you want.
you
to
should
do.
have
Do
everything
what the
that
fuck you
everybody else has. You should be able to do whatever you want to do. Even for me, even for the marriage thing, I'm cool with that. That's between y'all. If you want to get married, that's between y'all.
That's between them.
Now-
I can't say I'm cool with it.
Well, I'm cool with it, but again, that's how we said. That's your belief. Yeah,
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
personally, I think it takes balls to stand before God and vow to do something that He has told you not to do.
well, yeah, yeah. And
That's just me.
and well, I'll say this.
Waivers?
I'll say this in a legal aspect, marriage, you should be able to be married, have insurance, you should be able to cover your significant other. And I know some ministers that will not marry gay couples because that's their beliefs. They're not, and this kind of goes into what we were saying. They won't say you can't get married or I don't want you to get married. I think it's wrong. They just say my personal beliefs won't allow me to marry you. So if you can find somebody else to marry you,
And I have no problem with that.
right,
It's like I have no problem with the baker who didn't want to make a, in his own business, did not want to make a cake for the, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's just, there's plenty of other bakers out there.
That's it.
Everybody's not going to, everybody don't agree with everything I do, believe, and say. Everybody's not going to agree with you do believe. But the point is, you should not discriminate or judge somebody for what
Right.
they do, believe, and say.
exactly.
They're not evil simply because they disagree with you.
No,
Or because they live a different lifestyle. It's their lifestyle.
it is.
You're allowed to disagree.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at the same time, for those the people who feel that somebody is looking down upon what they lifestyle, that doesn't mean that they hate you.
Right.
And I think we've gotten to a point to where if you, some people think that if you disagree with how I feel or what I'm doing, that you hate me.
Yeah.
No.
Right now, it's either you're with me or against me.
Right.
I mean, religiously, politically, and we're not gonna go down that road, but everywhere, it's if you don't agree with me, then you hate me or you're against me.
Hmm.
I disagree with half the shit my parents have said to me over the years. Do I hate them for it? No.
No.
Why can't people? I just don't understand. I, and actually, a lot of people who disagree with homosexuality and things like that, if you hear them talk, they've never said anything about. A lot of them, some of them have, but I'm saying I hate you or
No.
you know you're evil and none of that shit. They just disagree with your lifestyle, and then that person takes it upon themselves and say, "You fucking hate me." You're, you know, it's just
Right.
I don't know, man. Just
I don't know. You can't. And my thing is, I don't like when you're judged. Let's say it that way. I don't like when you're judged because I may not be well, I know I'm not perfect, and I make mistakes, but stuff happens. But I don't. In other words, you should judge me by who I am, the character of the man I am. If you're judging me because, and it could be for anything, not just gay. If you're judging me because skin color, or if I was gay, I'm not. But if I was, if you're judging me for that, or skin color, or you don't like the way I parent, it's not your role in life.
it's not.
Too bad everybody doesn't look at it that way.
Right.
Well, one thing is before you before you can criticize somebody, we all I think we all fall victim to is it before you criticize somebody for anything that they do, you make sure your shit's in order, and none of our shit seems like it's in order. It's,
True.
It's getting us nowhere. It's only causing division.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Christian. Uh, I need to go back to church. I hadn't been in a while, but I'm gonna go. But the one thing is, like I said, if I go to worship my God, worship my religion, why can't somebody else that maybe is a gay person, why are they judged differently if they come in to worship God? Now, my personal belief is that is wrong. But
I mean, if you're a Christian, Jesus gave uh, basically two commandments. He said a lot of stuff,
yeah,
but
well,
it was two that
he gave two orders.
two orders that
Yeah.
took care of everything.
Yeah.
And that's love your neighbor and love your enemy.
Yep. And you had those two, the Ten Commandments, which those two basically entail all of it.
So if you're loving somebody, then you should be okay with them coming in and worshiping where you're worshiping at.
You should be.
If you're doing that.
It also says, "Thou shalt not judge unless ye be judged." It says that in the Bible.
Hypocrite.
That's where we were going. But yes, you can't judge people because of their perceived sins. Because who are you to tell somebody they're sinning? You know, You can't tell somebody they're sinning. You can say it's my belief that you're sinning.
Mm-hmm.
But no one does that.
True.
And also, at the same time, whatever you're doing, you should not try to be forcing anybody to forcing it on them to like it or accept it or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It, what you do is what you do. I don't have to be okay with it, and you cannot force shit down the throat and make me all I have to do is respect you as a person.
Yeah.
That's all I have to do.
And that's the biggest thing. Respect you as a person, respect you as a man, respect you as a woman. If everybody did that, but usually there's some flaw in there that people pick up, whether it's gay or your
All
skin
right.
color. They may not like your skin color, so then they don't respect you.
Well, take the hard shit, the skin color, the sexual whatever out of it.
Yeah.
Some people like cauliflower. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah. And by
But-
the way, when you stop calling that shit chicken nuggets, when you cut up cauliflower and put sauce on it,
Yeah.
stop calling that shit buffalo.
But that's what I'm saying. You look at everything like that. You like some people have different food tastes. That doesn't mean we still. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't
And-
understand it.
Okay, I'm judging people that like that.
It's
I mean,
strange.
it is.
It's weird.
It is.
It's
it is.
very weird.
If
But
you
I
like,
mean-
you know, cauliflower with buffalo sauce on it, then just say it's cauliflower buffalo. Stop trying to call it a boneless wing. It's not.
You got some. What's that? Childhood trauma to that, huh?
Because somebody tried to get me to eat some one
Yeah.
time. It just pissed me off.
I feel the same way about veggie burgers. So I get it.
That's what I'm saying, but that's the thing. Some people like veggie burgers. Don't force your veggie burgers on me.
Right.
And you know, we get along. I don't care that you eat veggie burgers. I don't care that you butt sex. But just don't force it on me, is what I'm saying.
And don't put the veggie burgers on the grill next to the beef.
Yes. Don't do that.
Hey, if you don't like the meat, why do you want your food to look like meat? Whatever. I'm
But
off
anyway,
topic. I'm
yeah,
off
we're
topic.
off topic.
My
We're
bad.
off
My
topic.
bad.
Back. Let's get back. Let's get
My
back.
bad.
Also, don't slip in some bisexual porn thumbnail in the middle of all my BBWs. Like, I type in BBW and I'm scrolling, and in the middle of my scroll, it's some weird shit. I'm like, who the fuck? Who is working this algorithm right here? Stop trying to force your shit on me.
Oh, boy.
You saw what I typed in. Why would I want to see that? And it's a thumbnail, so you see it.
They want to give you a chance to click it.
Fucked up, man. Fucked up, man. So just stop trying to force your stuff on me. I won't force my shit on you.
Right.
Let's just live and let live.
Exactly.
That's all we gotta do.
Yeah,
Sounds simple.
it does.
Stop judging people for whatever. I mean, listen, man. As long as you ain't out there murdering,
Right.
raping, stealing, lying, and teaching the kids shit like that.
For breaking all the commandments.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
But
Yeah.
hey man, the homosexual, like it or not, that's not in the commandments. It's in some other shit in the,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But live the commandments and everything will be fine.
Exactly.
I think is the general thing we need to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Kids, yep. Anything to add? Oh, he ain't paying attention.
Don't be an asshole and accept people.
Yeah. That's the.
Well, I'm gonna be an asshole, but I will accept people.
He's saying don't be an asshole in that sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because some of us just have asshole. It's in us.
I'm yeah. It's just
Yeah.
I'm actually known as the asshole at work.
I get called that enough that it's clearly part of me. So
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I've accepted it.
No.
okay.
Good. Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
Nah.
All right.
All right.
I think we've accomplished something this segment.
Yeah, we did.
If anybody watches.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't be a hypocrite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yep. All right, so we back. Yo. All right. So, I think a couple of the guys switched up brews.
Yeah.
I'm still drinking my 10W40 Mexican hot chocolate,
Mexican hot chocolate.
which I'm not sure if this. I didn't look it up, but if there's not Mexicans running this place, it might be a little racist to make. But
It might be.
but I don't know.
It might be. I knew a Mexican girl that used to call herself that.
Well, Mexican hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know personally, but
Why not?
But ironically, it was a Mexican that put me on to it. It's
Oh.
actually Mexican and Ecuadorian.
okay,
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, his parents were from Mexico and Ecuador,
gotcha.
and so he put me onto this shit. So he says it's okay. I said it's okay.
There you go.
Bam.
It's approved.
There it is.
I switched to a Victory Brewing Company, which is in Pennsylvania. We just researched that.
Yes, it's my Victory Brewing.
Yes. It's a Brotherly Love Hazy IPA. It is 6% alcohol. And I actually hadn't taken a sip yet.
It does look hazy. Victory Brewing is the first craft beer.
And it's actually very, very
There
good.
you go. Might have to try it out.
Yeah, you know.
No, I can't. It's not gonna mix with this.
That Victory, yeah. That was my first. I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll taste. But that was my first
Yeah.
too. The Golden Monkey.
Uh-huh.
Mine was the Victory Brewing Storm King Stout. Is what my first craft beer was.
That was my first stout.
I like Golden Monkey. I know
Golden
that-
Monkey is delicious.
I almost bought some today, but I saw that one and I wanted to try it. Victory, if you're listening, you can send us a variety case. We will drink them on air.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Arthur likes this.
Yes.
Cliff likes this.
Yes.
We will drink them right on the air.
Yes. Your,
Give you a shout out.
your brewery has never let me down.
Never.
I mean, if you want me to do a commercial, I don't know if y'all doing commercials in Pennsylvania for your brew, but I'll do it.
Yeah, maybe we'll travel to Pennsylvania, do a little from the Victory Brewing.
It ain't that far, is it? Is it? I don't know where it's at. If it's
I don't know.
if it's closer to Philly,
If it's East Pennsylvania,
that's a better trip. That
Yeah.
I've been to Pittsburgh. That's a
That's a long-
far
that's
trip.
Yeah, that's a long trip.
Yeah.
That's true.
That-
Philly ain't number about 4.
Yeah,
Philly's
but that-
folk.
Yeah.
Sub 95, you gotta do a couple of bad drivers, but
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
Man,
Yeah.
that trip to Pittsburgh was awful.
Yeah, that's a mean trip.
Yeah.
Philly, you gotta get past the Maryland drivers and the traffic.
It only takes 17 hours to get through Maryland.
That's it.
Once you get past there, you're all
And
right.
then of course,
Yeah.
do not speed in Delaware.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. What you got?
So I got a smutty nose,
Ah, smutty nose.
whole lot of Citra, double IPA.
All right, you care to take that smutty
The
nose?
Smutty Nose, Smutty Nose Brewing Company.
Well, I like smutty hose. Is that the same?
Who doesn't? So, but we killed that one, and of course now we're back to old reliable, the Broken Skull IPA.
Stone Cold, you can send us some.
You know, 6.7 ABV. El Segundo Brewing. You know,
Yeah, you are.
you guys have been with us. You already know what time it is.
You are on that shit. Yeah, that's some of my favorite TikToks. It'll be like when my daughter's boyfriend comes to pick her up, and it'll be like, psh, and it's Stone Cold. It's the Stone, and it's somebody saying Stone Cold. Oh my God, it's Stone Cold. That's exactly how I'm gonna be when somebody comes and picks up my daughter. The glass is gonna break, and I'm gonna be walking out the house all mean and shit, drinking a beer, and I'm gonna throw it down. And,
Yeah, because I'll be right there too with
Yep.
both my middle fingers up at it.
that's what we
Exactly.
do.
As long as I can do the Stone Cold Stunner on the dude.
Yo, can't wait.
And I'm gonna kick him in the stomach.
Stunning. That's right. And flip them off again.
If only that worked. What? I'm gonna try it and worry about the legalities later.
That's what everybody else does.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
So,
much.
so apparently, hey, I think that's what Dwayne Haskins' girlfriend or wife did too, didn't it?
Oh, boy.
So
Ah,
apparently, very recently, there was a little domestic disturbance in the Haskins household
they were in Vegas.
in Vegas. Oh, they're
Yeah.
in Vegas. Oh,
Yeah, they were in
see,
Vegas.
now I already know how it happened.
For those that don't know, we're talking about Pittsburgh Steelers backup quarterback, Dwayne Haskins.
Yes, yes.
So they're in Vegas, and I guess she got mad at him for something.
Yeah.
So that's what I can, get from it. And she
She punched him,
knocked his tooth
knocked
out.
a tooth out his head.
Awesome.
That man got his he got his tooth knocked out. I mean, domestic violence is never funny.
Tooth knocked out and manhood
But
taken.
great go.
Well, this is why I don't recommend going to Vegas with your girl. You go with your boys.
You don't take sand to the beach.
You don't take sand to the beach. Oh my God. So I don't know if I didn't see any details or why or what, and
Yeah, I
just
hadn't
know that
seen
she knocked his tooth out,
Yeah, we're in the early stages of this one.
and then more.
But-
Well, go ahead.
I think we talked earlier. Why is it kind of people laughing at him? You know, she knocked his tooth out, and I chuckled a bit, but
It's hilarious.
yeah, it is. But if it's flipped, if the roles were reversed, and he punched her and knocked her tooth out of her head, do you understand the type of? He probably would be kicked out of the league, never be able to play. He probably couldn't find it. He probably had to move, leave the country.
I need you to stop saying probably.
You know what will
Because
happen.
he'd be under the jail right now.
Well, domestic violence is a serious thing,
Yeah,
Yes.
but from what they show, it's always the man doing something to the woman.
That's what I'm
Do you know
saying.
how many women beat their guy up and nothing happens or it's not reported?
yeah. Well, it's partly because as a guy,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really. Well, you could, but it's
You're
hard
not,
to
you're
go.
not going to.
It's hard to go to the police and say, "Hey man, my girl's beating the shit out of me."
Yeah.
Well, first,
'Cause-
I mean, as a black man, you don't want to go to the police.
Well, that's true too, but that's true too, but I. But like,
Depends on if she has a weapon or not.
yeah,
Like if it's just fists,
yeah.
I might try to resolve it in house.
You better record it all.
I'm just saying, because I mean, if you sitting there and like, let me tell you. All right, I'm gonna give y'all this example.
Personal?
No.
Oh.
No. No.
Oh, okay.
I was
Because
to say, cover up your mic.
yeah, no, I ain't.
Just checking. Okay.
No. I think y'all know me well enough to know that I ain't gonna be getting my ass. But anyways, let's just say, all right, for the sake of it, let's say for the sake of argument, again, this is not happening. But let's just say I came to one of y'all, I said, hey man, I'm getting my ass beat at home. Well, I mean, what kind of, what I mean.
What I'm gonna say is, so what?
I mean,
Guard your grill, nigga.
yeah, it's just because that's not supposed to happen.
It's not, but it does
It does
all the
so,
time.
But so when it does happen, as a guy, you can't reach out for help.
No.
Even if they knock the tooth out.
Well, obviously he did because we only know about it because he had to call the cops, right? Is that how?
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But look,
So that means he didn't hit back. He didn't
No.
do anything.
He didn't hit back.
And-
He didn't restrain.
and if I'm him, I probably would have called the cops too. Not necessarily because she hit me,
No.
but I'm calling them to say, hey, if y'all don't get here soon, I'm gonna kill this.
I'm gonna kill
Right.
him.
Right. Right. Right.
So I probably would have called police too to say, hey man, I'm giving y'all fair warning. Y'all got about 4 minutes before I.
Well, see, I've been in arguments with the lady or the ex-lady, and I've left or walked out of the house,
That's what I do.
which, at some point she gets mad and she's saying that, why are you leaving? You don't want to talk. You don't say, why are you walking away? We're supposed to be dealing with this. I'm like, I'm walking away so I don't kill your ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I'm walking away. It's not I don't want to deal with this. You're
Yeah.
being so irrational right now.
Walking away so I can come back and deal
Yes.
with this.
Yeah.
That's and
Right.
and apparently Dwayne did not get that memo.
No.
He
Well,
stayed.
Mine no. I'll leave out this bitch, slam the door. I'm out of here. Cause I'm doing that for safety purposes and to keep me from
Your
going
own.
to jail. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Understood.
So yeah.
So ironically, there's another football player over the weekend, Richard Sherman,
Yeah.
who his woman called his wife called the cops and they asked her, she said he was drunk. They said, what did he drink? He said 2 bottles. 2 bottles of what? Vodka and
Hennessy.
Like, whoa. First of all,
Man, listen.
if you drink, first of all, it's clear and it's
It's
clear
clear
and
and dark.
dark
You're not
mixed
supposed to
together.
mix. Yeah,
But
you're
she
not
said bottles?
Yeah, you ain't supposed to mix.
Oh my
You're not
God.
supposed to.
Well, past experience. If you drink 1 bottle, it's not gonna be a good night.
It's
No.
not gonna be a good night.
You drink 2 bottles, like nothing good is coming out of that.
No.
Nothing.
And there's not many details that came other than than that call. But apparently, I guess they were they argued about something.
Oh no,
Right.
we got someone with who? Sherman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we got some more.
Okay. We get.
Evidently, he drank and then he went and wrecked his car at like a construction site. Yeah, something like that.
First of
And
all,
left. There was some kind of bill. I don't want to act like it was I don't know, but some kind of construction site.
Mm-hmm.
He wrecked his car and left, which technically I guess is hit and run.
Oh
yeah, he's left the scene of a crime.
So he left
Mm-hmm.
and then went back to his father-in-law's house.
Father-in-law, yeah.
His wife's parents, his parents.
Her parents and her uncle were in there too.
Were in there, and evidently his kids were in there as well.
God.
So
So he went back belligerent and drunk.
right,
Yeah, he did.
Personally, just my viewpoint is, he went out, got fucked up, wrecked his car,
Mm-hmm.
and panicked.
And they
So he
wouldn't let
went
him
back there. He was obviously fucked up.
And they weren't letting him in the house.
They weren't letting him to
Right.
the kids.
acting all.
He's like,
drunk
wait a
and
minute,
crazy.
these my kids. So, but as we all know, when you're fucked up, you are not thinking
You-
straight.
you-
No,
there's no logic, no reasoning.
in. Not at all.
And another detail that came out that said that the father-in-law, behind the door, of course, he had got his pistol.
Yeah.
Now, thank God he didn't use it. This whole thing could have turned out a whole lot worse.
Right. But do you blame him though?
No.
There's nothing worse than a super drunk
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
that believes he's
Actually,
right.
Actually, the only thing worse is a super drunk woman. But that's just in my in my experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not touching
I'm not gonna
that.
say it.
I'm not
About to
touching
say
that.
They don't have to be super drunk.
Well, just a little tipsy is what you're saying, Cliff.
Stone cold sober.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. Y'all on with that one.
But I digress.
Yeah, I digress.
We're speaking on Richard Sherman because his wife actually stood by him though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she said, he needs help.
Right. This is an incident. He's not a bad husband. He's not a bad father. We just got an incident here, which, like I said, he got fucked up
Yeah.
and shit happened. I mean, you drink 2 bottles. I mean, if you drink 2 bottles and don't pass out, something bad is going to happen.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Definitely something else is going on with that man. 'Cause if you drinking,
You drank 2 bottles?
yeah. So at least there was. So that wasn't a domestic
No.
violence
No.
situation.
Even
But
though-
it could have.
It
Well,
could have
there
been.
is there was some domestic violence charge, but it's more of a technicality.
Because he was trying to break in and
Right,
like domestic
but his wife
battery,
made sure
breaking
to
in.
state that
Nobody-
nobody was hurt, and
Right.
what have you. So
And he did tweet out. He apologized for his
Mhm.
actions, and he's going to get the help he needs, and that type of stuff.
personally, I'm not gonna say he doesn't need help, but he got fucked up.
And did some dumb shit.
You're right. He wrecked his car, and it just compounded from there.
Well,
I personally think It's an isolated incident. I'm not a
It
professional.
might be isolated. That incident
But-
might be isolated, but for you to drink a whole bottle of vodka or tequila or and Hennessy or whatever, you might have a bit of a issue that you might need to. You're not
Right.
saying that you got a problem, but you might need to.
But you got an issue that, yeah.
that needs addressing.
Obviously,
Well-
something was going on to
Well-
drink that.
If for nothing else, I'm pretty sure that part of the punishment is going to be counseling.
Absolutely.
As,
So-
as it should.
Right. So, I mean, both of y'all got valid points on it, but I'm sure he's going to go to counseling and they're going to decide, you know, maybe he needs more or maybe it was an isolated incident or. But I'm sure that's part of whatever punishment is doled out.
I hate to rely on the courts for that.
Well, if you.
I mean, I understand it has to happen.
No, if you got a smart attorney, which Richard Sherman can afford a pretty good attorney, he's going to enroll you in counseling before you go to the court.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here's the part I really hate about this is the discipline that's going to come from the league. I mean, it has to come.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I think this really is an isolated
It might be,
thing, but you
it
have
has to- it
they
has
have
to.
to. They have
Because
to
you
discipline,
can't be-
but you
He
can't
gonna
set the
miss a game.
precedent.
well, you can't.
But you can't set a
You can't
precedent.
set the precedent, but you can't be a NFL star, one of the biggest stars in the league, a face of the league, a role model to kids,
Absolutely.
and allow that type of behavior.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And by-
You just can't.
And by all accounts, he's a really good dude.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody says that. Even
It's pretty fucking smart too. Man, was
yeah,
Didn't he
We went
graduate
to
from
Stanford.
Stanford early?
graduated
Yeah.
from Stanford in 3 years.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't go to Stanford. I went to college.
Yeah.
It's
But
not.
it
It
ain't take me 3 years.
And
Yeah,
It's not.
he-
And
he's
it's
no
not an
dummy.
easy school. Stanford
No.
is not like Virginia
Joe
State.
Schmo, yeah. It ain't take me no.
Yeah.
I ain't do it in no 3 years. I actually took 4.5. I had to take an extra semester.
Nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that.
You know, I was wonder how many. I wonder was there alcohol involved in Haskins, or how many? What percentage of domestic violence incidences are alcohol induced? Because I know I've come pretty close, and they were all alcohol induced, except for one.
So I don't know. It may be alcohol may play a significant factor in a lot of them. I don't know the
Now,
percentage.
were charges brought up against Haskins' woman? Did he press charges or?
There were charges brought against her, but I'm not sure what they are.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either.
And that's part of my point, because if it was him and he knocked a tooth out of her, the charges would have been scrolling across Good Morning America.
He would have been guilty before the whole country heard what happened.
So, yes, and it would have been, and it's probably justified.
Right.
But is it justified when, no matter for what reason, a woman hits a man,
No.
so she
But-
should not get charges?
Yeah, she should get.
Oh,
Yeah, I was saying no as in
Got to, just to be
as
fair.
in it should be fair.
Yes.
I didn't get which way you were.
yeah,
at,
yeah,
but,
yeah.
But because she should always, I mean, nobody should hit anybody in a relationship. You can always discuss it. You can leave. You can, yell.
Leave is my.
Mine too. I leave all the time.
Yes, leave. Just leave.
But to me, the women that hits the man should get the book thrown at them, just like the man.
They
should.
get a free pass, man. It's not right. But yet,
Because our society says that, okay, you must be dealing with a punk ass dude if you could just beat him, and the dude actually looks weak if they're like, damn dog, your girl whooping your ass.
yeah, that shit follows around for the rest of his life.
Yeah, and it could be a dude that just didn't want to hit her back, so he just letting it
I
ride.
think a lot of times just don't want to
Right.
get back because it is a. It's not, I'm almost going to say stigma.
Yeah.
But you're not
Because
supposed
if
to.
you hit her back, 9 times out of 10, you're the one that ends up in jail.
And you're one of the worst people on the planet.
Right.
Like no matter the situation or what led up to it,
Doesn't
the
matter.
fact that you did it makes you an awful, awful person.
Right, because you hit a girl. You're not supposed to hit a girl. And you're an awful person.
And you're not. And I agree you shouldn't.
By all accounts, I agree.
But it's not always black and white.
No.
and we should not demonize until you know every situation or all the details of it. You should just shut the fuck up and say, that's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you don't know what the hell happens inside of somebody's house and what led up to whatever. You just don't know.
'Cause I ain't gonna hit you. I'll shake the shit out of you. But I ain't gonna hit you.
I've done that.
But I'm not gonna hit you. I will never put my hands on you. I'll leave. If I get that mad, I'll just leave. Because, like I said, I know my temper, and I know where I go. I'm a pretty laid back guy. Those of y'all that don't know me, that listen to us, I'm a pretty laid back guy.
Me too.
But when I get angry like that, it's almost like the Incredible Hulk. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I'm a same way. I'm a fun-loving. I love to joke and play around and all that shit.
Right.
And I've been pushed to that limit really close, and it was scary.
Yeah, and that's why I
It was
leave.
scary.
Cliff, you been pushed to that limit before by a female?
No, I like to think they're smarter than that. But I'm not sure. But no, for the record, I have not been to that point yet.
Because I've been
Kind
pushed
of like what you'll say. I'm not that fun-loving, laid-back kind of guy, and it takes a whole lot to get me to that point. And
No, it does too, and she got
Yeah.
me to that.
even then,
That's
when
what I was about to say.
even
it takes
then,
a lot.
I'm one of them guys I can't say might, would go out and I probably hurt myself first. I've punched the wall before,
Yeah, I've
I've
taken
done it.
I've taken
And
out a few walls.
Well, I banged
and I'm not talking about drywall. I mean like a cinder block.
Yeah,
I've done that.
Yeah, I done punched the wall before.
And dislocated fingers and what have you. I've done that.
Yeah.
So, but no, I haven't been pushed to that point by a woman.
Well, they say you should never hit a woman, but they don't ever say you should never choke one.
That goes in there. Like,
Does it?
Yeah, you shouldn't choke people.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
For those that are listening, Art does not choke women.
Anymore.
I hate it.
You just get them to a nice shade of blue, just so they understand.
I'm not going there with you.
They
on that.
understand that you
Nope.
mean business.
What's up, Cliff? I'm not going there with him on that. What's up? How you doing?
Well, you can't let her hit you. Like you can't let her continuously hit you. You got to stop her.
No. Yeah, but you don't choke her.
Well, she's got to be restrained some kind of way.
No, just to let her know I'm there.
I'm not going there with you.
Again, maybe it's my size. I don't know. I haven't had that issue.
I'm not going
No,
there
I
with
do
you.
not advocate abusing women, but to get them off of you, you have to do what you have to do.
You must protect yourself. You're
Yeah,
not gonna
now,
you're not gonna
protecting
sit there and
yourself.
take shot after shot after shot.
Protecting yourself is one thing, but yeah, no. Protecting yourself is one thing, but
How about a stiff arm?
yeah, now I done stiff armed before, and you
It's
know,
just reflex.
yeah, yeah, that's a reflex for me. I'm a stiff arm and
Stiff arm, maybe
leave.
Maybe a mush.
Nah, I don't mush. I'm a stiff arm and leave. I done did that one before.
Well, a good stiff arm might turn into a mush. You know, well placed one. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty accurate with the stiff arm, so it ain't gonna be a mush. I'm pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So what are you aiming for, Justin?
Center mass. I'm pretty accurate, but then I'm leaving after the stiff arm. Bam! Leave me the hell alone. I'm out.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm just trying to get to the door.
Yeah,
That's
it.
all I'm trying to do.
That's it. Let me get to the door.
Mhm.
So yeah. Moral of the story: domestic violence, whether you're male or female, is wrong.
It's wrong.
Domestic violence is bad.
It's bad. Male, female. And on the outside looking in, before you judge somebody's domestic violence situation, know all the facts,
Facts
because
first.
you just never know what's going on
Right.
inside somebody's household.
And if it is domestic violence, understand you're not gonna know all the facts until long after. So
Yep.
don't
So-
be trying to prejudge motherfuckers.
Yep.
True.
You say it's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Because it really is.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because we didn't go in this thinking we were going to fuck each other up.
No.
We were trying to make babies and start
And
a family.
Start a
something like
family
that.
and have a nice life. And
But you just
Mhm.
came out of pocket and shit just happened.
You're a wild dude.
Or I came out of pocket and shit just happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Way to clean it up. Good job.
You're a wild dude.
Alright. So yeah, it's alright. So we'll be back in a second.
Classic hip hop.
Yes, it is.
Real hip hop.
The real hip hop is
Not that
over here.
bullshit you were trying to force me to listen to.
So we listened to a Dub Baby and
No.
Little baby.
Y'all listen
a
to it.
Lil Baby song, and Cliff got heated and walked out the room for a second, which I get. I was too tired to get up, so I would have left too.
I had to protest.
But it sounded like just a bunch of there was a lot of mumbling. I couldn't make out one word. I have no idea what the fuck we just listened to.
Yeah.
But yeah. So do you switch beers?
Yeah, I actually have. I thought it was the same thing, but apparently they were stacked in a row when I bought them at the store.
Nice, lucky for you.
Yeah. So this is another Victory Brewing Company beer.
Nice.
This is a Cloud Walker Hazy Juicy IPA. It's 6.8%, and this one is also very, very good.
I have not been let down by Victory Brewing yet.
Mm-mm.
Of course, they got the Sour Monkey. I don't do sour, so I won't.
Well, I tried a sour once. It's not my favorite.
No. But
I did not enjoy it.
But I will take your word for that. I've also had the Golden Monkey and the Storm King, like I said earlier, and
Yeah.
I do like those. So
Yes.
good choice.
Yes, it
Good
is.
choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Did you switch up, Cliff?
I did. We're drinking a Monkey's Uncle
Yeah.
Lemongrass Triple.
It's a monkey's uncle.
Monkey's Uncle. Want to say something there?
No.
From Center of the Universe Brewing
Oh.
in Ashland.
Ashland, Virginia.
Ashland,
Yeah.
right up the street.
10 miles down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
And
I'll be a
forgive me,
monkey's
I've been drinking. Oh, there it is. 9.5%.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. What's it taste like?
I'm drunk. I don't know.
Well,
good.
is it good? That's what I was going to say.
Thumbs up.
Hey, he didn't pour it out.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna drink it.
We're gonna drink it.
Good.
So, past few weeks, couple weeks, ESPN has been in the news.
Yeah.
I mean, they do the news, but they've been in the news and
For all the wrong reasons.
for all the wrong reasons. I would just say this before I go on. This is my personal opinion. ESPN is a shit company.
Okay. Tell us how you really feel.
Personally, I haven't listened to ESPN since Dan Le Batard left in January.
Let me see the
I still listen to it as I'm working during the day. I
Mhm.
have it playing in the background.
blah blah blah. All the good people tend to leave. Tend to leave. Dan Patrick left years ago. He's been doing his own show for 14 years, I believe.
Yep.
Dan Le Batard just left recently.
Rich Eisen left.
Rich Eisen, whose show is actually Dan. So Dan Le Batard, Dan Patrick, and Rich Eisen show are some of the best sports talk radio shows on the planet.
Yep.
You should listen to them. They're all insightful and funny.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like neither one of them let me down. It's just
Never.
good, it's just great content.
Never.
Yep.
So yeah, check those out. But ESPN. So Stephen A.
Yeah. Stephen A. Smith.
Screaming A. Smith.
Screaming A. Smith, who thinks that whatever he says, if he says it loudly, it's the point. It's basically.
Voice stronger.
Yeah, makes his voice stronger.
Right.
And he was asked the question, what's the show?
First take.
First Take with him and Max Kellerman and Jalen Rose's wife, Molly.
Yeah.
Who's a hottie.
As long as she's not talking.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cliff.
I'm sorry. She's annoying.
All right. So she's no Michelle Beadle.
No.
No.
Who also left.
Yeah.
But the question was, do you think that Shohei Ohtani, who right now
Is the show at baseball?
He's the man in baseball.
Right.
Because he's pitching, he's hitting home runs, he's leading the league in home runs. He's the man.
Yeah.
And so the question was, do you believe that Shohei Ohtani, whatever he's doing, is good for baseball?
Yep.
And Stephen A. Smith, he gave a long answer, but the main part of his answer was, he doesn't think that somebody who needs an interpreter
Should be the face of
should be the face of baseball. And he went on, and it's a lot of stuff I agree with what he said, but you can be right and wrong at the same time.
Yeah.
Now, he apologized for it. I personally don't think he should have apologized for it.
Me either.
It's his feeling. I mean,
He had to. He works. ESPN's owned by Disney.
I understand, but one point he's saying that if somebody who needs an interpreter shouldn't be the face. First of all, people who like baseball don't give a fuck about who is the face of it.
Right.
I mean, I played baseball. I love baseball. This is from.
I mean, to take it a step further, people who love baseball aren't listening to Stephen A. Smith.
They are not listening
No.
to Stephen A. Smith, and that if you're watching baseball, you've long come to the grips with the fact that there's a lot of diversity in it,
Yeah.
and if you're still watching it, you don't give a shit who and you're not you don't care what anybody says. You just want to see fucking baseball.
You love the
Right.
game.
You love the game of
Right.
baseball. And
Yeah.
so maybe for growing the game, but I still don't even think, because to grow the game of baseball, in my opinion, fathers have to get their children into baseball. It's not, because baseball, MLB does not market that sport at all, like
And
at all.
yeah, baseball. It does need to be marketed better, but a lot of the talent pool for baseball is, like you said, it's already, Latin America. It's already Japan.
Well, actually, I got stats on that.
Okay.
So baseball is 57.5% white.
Mhm.
America is 60% white. 31.9% Hispanic.
Right.
America's 18% Hispanic. So a lot of these Hispanic players are coming. We all know they're all Dominican and
Yep.
and Puerto Rican and Mexican and Cuban.
Yep.
And a lot of them need translators too, but they've needed them for years. You know? and 7.7% black, which in America is 13% black.
Yeah.
And I think they're actually doing a push to try to get more African Americans into baseball, but the problem is most African Americans love football and basketball.
Well, that too.
I'm actually surprised at those numbers. I mean, I'm not questioning them.
What you think?
I'm
7%?
surprised.
What? Which number?
I think, I was surprised that the white American number was so high.
Yeah,
So high?
I'm with you.
Because I thought the league was mostly, I thought the Latin American or foreign. I don't
Would've
know
been
the
high.
proper
Well-
term. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I thought that would have been the higher one,
Well-
then black, and then white.
To be honest, if you look out there, a lot of the talent is Hispanic, and there's a lot of white guys playing, but they might be on the bench. I mean, there's 30 people on the roster, or 25 people on the roster, so, you can only play 9 at a time.
Exactly.
So, but those are the numbers. But
I mean, when you talk about like some of the best players, you start watching highlights. I mean, this is where they're coming from. I mean, those numbers. I guess that's kind of what I'm looking at here.
yeah,
So what you're saying is, when you watch the highlights of the best players, or you watch the game, the last name ain't Jones or Johnson or Smith on the back of it.
Well,
Actually-
Jones is okay. Jones is
But-
okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's not the last
well,
name.
no,
on
because
it.
only 7% of those are playing. So
Yeah.
statistically,
Yeah.
the highlights is going to be few for those guys,
Yeah.
for those with those last names.
It's gonna have a few accents on
Yes,
the last
you're
name.
going to have more
Uh-huh.
Spanish and white
There'll be
highlights.
a lot more Rodriguez's. Yeah, no disrespect, just
Right.
just the way it is.
Right.
Yeah, but for him to say that it's hurting the game, like I said, baseball is not growing any new people because they don't. They don't market. They don't market to white people, black. They just don't market their sport.
Because they have a dedicated base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when they die off, they're gonna be short.
Yeah, yeah. It's already running a close third.
And he was right about that. Is a lot of baseball fans are older.
Yeah.
But I mean, but a lot of those baseball fans have brought their kids to the games. The one thing about baseball, it's not watchable on TV.
I'm
But
with you because I hate watching.
it's terrible.
Like
But,
on TV, I watch an inning or two.
Yes.
But I love going to a baseball game.
man, actually, watching baseball live, I like watching baseball live. I've been to NBA, NFL. I like NFL. I like baseball. I don't like I don't like NBA games live. I don't know. It's just me.
Well, you probably didn't, to be where you need to be to enjoy an NBA.
Well, yeah,
game.
you have to have $5,000 to see.
Courtside, yeah.
It's got a lot to do with it.
But baseball games, no matter where you sit, it's just I don't know, something about baseball live is pretty good.
Yes, it is.
And all we have here is double A
Squirrels.
baseball, Squirrels, and it's still
And I have fun at those.
it's a great fucking time.
I mean, you talk about sports, anything, and not even just sports, anything live is
It is.
generally going to
It
be
is.
good.
It is.
I know me personally, talking about just watching it on TV, it's got to be a game 7 for me to watch baseball.
Yeah.
That's just where
And
I
that,
am.
but that's just where you are.
That's
But
where I am,
and a
yeah.
lot of people like that.
Yeah.
And even I think there's a lot of actual true baseball fans who are like that. It's hard to watch on TV.
Right.
But then and so he had his points somewhere off. I just don't think.
Yeah,
he
that's
should-
crazy.
I don't think I personally don't think he should have apologized, but he does work for ESPN, which is Disney, and Disney's a fucking shit show in my opinion.
And Mickey
Said
Mouse had a
just-
problem with it, so
Yeah, of
he had to
course.
apologize.
Yeah,
So you're going to apologize if you
Yeah.
work for Disney.
but he was just saying his opinion, which was partly right and partly wrong in my opinion.
But
Right.
it's okay. He just apologized because, I mean, ESPN is all about him and Mike Greenberg right about now since everybody else is leaving. But,
Greeny.
you know,
Yeah. Well, they're also in there. So it's a little verbal, not verbal, internet or workplace cat fight or
He said it's a cat fight.
or
It's a little hate, a little shade.
little
So-
shade, but it's also with management and
yeah,
Because-
there's a lot of layers to that.
Yes,
to
it is.
what
it's,
you're going
it's
into.
there's a lot of leaking and also that too.
Yep.
So Rachel Nichols, if you watch a lot of NBA, you know who she is.
Yeah.
She was I guess she was the main correspondent
She's-
on the
yeah,
sidelines.
Worked her way up.
Worked her
She's
way up. She's been there for years.
Been there for years. She gets a lot of the players talk to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a couple of players bang her allegedly.
Allegedly.
But
That's what I've heard tonight.
Yeah.
so she was supposed to get the finals. She was told by management.
No.
No.
She was contractually obligated.
So not told.
Not told.
It was already signed.
It's in her contract.
But was it for, because I heard she was supposed to be the sideline reporter, but she's upset that,
She didn't get the desk job.
right.
Uh-huh.
Which she moonlights in between those two. So I don't know if that's in her contract. I don't know.
I don't know the details.
But they gave that job fully to
Maria Taylor.
yeah, who's I like them both.
Who, just for full disclosure, I understand her contract was up during the finals this year, which is where a lot of her leverage came from. Not that she's not good, because she clearly is.
Right.
But yeah, out there, there's a lot of things at play here.
And so after the job thing happened, Rachel Nichols was caught on a hot mic
Mm-hmm.
saying that Maria Taylor only got the job because
She was black.
she was black.
Well, she said she was a minority.
She was a
but
minority.
We all know what she.
Which, I mean, I can't say it
May or,
wasn't.
may or may not be true.
Yeah, I can't.
Right.
I can't.
Can't speak to it.
The
I
fact.
try not to assume those things,
Yeah.
but I can't say yes or no. Let me put it that way.
But with the way the world is going now, with the type of, I can't I can't discount it or just act like that's not the reason, because if something's in your contract,
And it's supposed
Well-
to be given to you.
Was she supposed to get the desk job? That's where I was going, or was she supposed to be the sideline
I
reporter?
don't know. I haven't seen
Because-
the contract.
Because they even after that she was supposed to be the sideline reporter, but all of the hoopla around
This is-
this happened, and they removed her from the sideline.
And this is just for
reporter.
they're just talking about
But
the
the
finals,
finals,
right?
yeah.
Because both of them do both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I wonder which one was she contracted for. I don't know. Does anybody?
No, but no.
I mean, I don't know, but evidently nothing, because I see Maria Taylor, but I don't see Rachel Nichols.
It's-
Well,
And
but
they
that's
replaced her with, what's the late,
Malika Andrews
They
as a
replaced her with
sideline
her, yeah.
reporter. Yeah.
And I mean, clearly Maria Taylor's got the studio gig, so
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. That I don't know which one she was really contracted for. But-
It personally, it seems like a bad management.
that's where my
And
my ire is.
I feel that Maria Taylor has nothing. I mean, really, she's just has really not much to do with it. She's just taking a job that she's getting.
yeah.
Rachel Nichols might have a little beef because I don't know what's in her contract, and it does seem out for somebody who's been there for a while. Both do an excellent job, but
Right.
Rachel Nichols has been there longer. Not that that matters, but if it's in your contract, I don't know, man. It's just it seems like they were. It could possibly be what she's saying is they're just doing it. Just I mean, I don't know. This is a day and age of wokeness, and
Could be.
you know, I don't know.
I have
because-
no idea.
ESPN, which is a branch of Disney, they're doing some wild shit. Like I don't know if y'all saw well, I haven't seen it yet, but this is what I've heard. Black Widow.
I haven't seen it yet.
So Taskmaster, you know who Taskmaster is?
Yes.
Well, Taskmaster is a dude. In the movie, Taskmaster is a woman. But what's weird is that the stunt double for Taskmaster is a man.
Yeah, that's odd.
So it's I don't know. Disney,
That's
ESPN, it's some weird shit going on there, man. I don't know, man.
This is I'm looking it up now. So evidently, Maria Taylor's contract was up this past Tuesday. I remember hearing something about it that she wouldn't have been able to do Game 6 or what have you. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
she's worked out a deal with ESPN
Mm-hmm.
to stay on through the finals.
So 3 more games or whatever. I mean,
Might be one more.
Whatever
One more.
it is,
Yeah,
yeah.
it might be one more.
Now, there's been rumors about NBC going hard at her.
Well, she
And
is
I
good
would,
at what
I
she
would
does.
say it's more than rumors because I'm seeing that reported a lot of places. But
And,
yeah,
you know.
but she clearly held the leverage because it would have been a very bad look for ESPN if she left during the finals.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're worth what somebody will pay you.
Hmm
So
And it's not like she's bad at what she does.
no,
No.
that's what I'm saying.
It just comes down to what's in Rachel Nichols' contract,
Hmm
or what did the managers or the higher ups at ESPN
Right,
tell her.
Maybe. But
And-
and even going back to Rachel Nichols, I personally don't have a problem with what she said.
I don't.
It was more than likely it was truth. But I mean,
See, I'm not going to go
if
there.
anybody else here, you have something that's contractually obligated to you, you're gonna be pissed off if someone tries to take it from you.
Now that part I agree with. I'm not going to say it's more than likely true. It's just because we don't know. We don't.
Yeah,
I can't-
it's a lot we don't know. I get that. But I mean, if that's the case, you're gonna be pissed. And again,
Yeah.
I don't feel like Rachel Nichols said anything disrespectful.
No, she did not.
No, not
I mean,
towards
I don't-
Maria
I don't
Taylor.
feel
And
like- I don't feel
Maria
like-
Taylor actually kind of said something to that effect. She said, she didn't call her out personally. She just said she got the job because she's,
Right.
um,
And like a lot of people were saying, this falls squarely on ESPN because it's like,
Yeah,
why do you have these two women fighting over one? Why is there only one job for them to fight over?
Yeah, and from Rachel Nichols' perspective, that if she has a contract or was told that this is going to happen, that I mean, in her eyes, that if they gave it to another person who happens to be a black woman, it must be.
That, yeah, I can
You know what I'm
see where
saying?
she
You know
think
what I'm
that.
saying?
Right.
And she's not wrong for thinking that unless somebody tells her otherwise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just
And she came out and apologized too.
she did.
Yeah,
From Rachel.
yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did, but you know,
She shouldn't
She
have
was
to-
told to do that. She shouldn't have had. to.
Again,
I personally don't feel like she should have had. So let me
you
say
work for Disney. Anything that comes across that's controversial, you're
Who
gonna
the
be.
fuck leaked this shit?
That's a good question.
First of all,
Very
they tried to claim that she had one of these new mics or hot
And
mic, and she
she left
forgot.
a hot mic on.
She's been doing this for years. She knows. You know what I'm saying?
that. Well, I actually heard something. According to Amin Al Hassan, ESPN has control over all of the mics
In the booth.
in the booth, like in or the production truck, however it is.
Right.
So even if you're at home on a Zoom call and you've logged off, they can turn your shit on. Or if you're on, they can turn your shit off.
So they could have been like, yo, she's
So,
saying some shit. Hey, turn
yeah,
her shit on.
They have ultimate, evidently they have ultimate control. According to Amin Al Hassan, let me put that. Let me
well,
say that.
he
would
worked,
know.
He worked there.
He
so.
would know.
Right.
So according to him, they have ultimate control. Now, I'm not saying that they definitely did it because I don't know.
Right.
But if Rachel didn't know,
I mean,
it's
and
not,
then-
not too hard to
and
know
then
where to point the finger.
here's the other side on that too. Maybe she wanted that to get out. So
I mean, maybe. I'm not-
maybe she knew, and maybe she wanted it to get
I'm
out.
not sure what her goals in the whole thing were, other than to keep
Well,
her gig.
I find it though, my issue with Rachel Nichols saying that, well, you're hiring somebody because they're a minority, is
Hmm.
if y'all didn't know, she's Diane Sawyer's daughter-in-law, and that's how she got the job with ABC to begin with.
Maybe so.
So when you're pulling the card saying somebody got the job because of this, it's kind of like you said earlier. You're pointing a finger at somebody else, but you got three fingers pointing back at you.
I get that. I get that.
It could be all those things.
I get that.
Yeah. I'm just saying. To
I
me,
get that. But maybe,
when you're
maybe-
when
but
you're
maybe
calling
she-
somebody out, like
I
you
get
said earlier.
Well, she's not
make
calling.
sure-
She's not calling
No,
her
she's
out.
not. But what I'm
Right.
saying, when you make that kind of
I
statement,
get
you
what
make
you're saying.
that kind of make sure your shit is clean.
That's a
You
that's
got your job because of nepotism.
That's a touch of that hypocrisy, like we were
Yeah.
talking
Talking
about.
about,
I get
yes.
that.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. But I guess it was. I'm looking at it more like it was anger on her part because
It was.
somebody was trying to take something from her that she had worked hard. Like she might have, with her mom, helped her get her foot in the door, but she did work and bust her ass to get to where she is.
Yeah, but
And I give her credit for that.
my only issue, and what she said could very well be true, and I'm not knocking what she said. It could be true, but when we're saying that she worked to get to where she was, Maria Taylor did too.
She did.
Yes,
She
they
did.
both work to get there.
Right.
And that's why it was an issue because Maria Taylor did work so hard. I
Right.
get that.
Right.
I'm with you.
And like I said, could it be true? I don't know who makes the decisions at ESPN. I don't even know. Like we said, she had a contract. She was contractually, but was she contracted to be the sideline reporter, or was she contracted to be at
That's
the
the
desk?
thing. They're not telling us anything.
Right. We don't
Right.
have
They're not
all
saying
that
anything.
shit.
And then we look at all the talent that has left ESPN. So a lot,
And
of,
it
a
is.
lot of questions.
It is.
to be
And
answered.
it's not like they left because they wanted to be on their own. These people who left loved ESPN,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they were doing great there, getting paid well there. But they was like, I can't do this
Yeah,
anymore.
because nobody was really speaking ill of ESPN. It was just, I just can't do this anymore. But it's
The
like,
only-
you know,
The
Dan-
only
Dan
originals.
Pat-
The
Dan
only
Pat-
originals is Linda Cohn and Hannah Storm.
Dan Patrick, he doesn't speak ill of him, but he does slightly by calling it
The
the
mothership.
mothership. So,
well, he was one of the first.
he was one of the
Yeah,
first.
he was
And actually, him and Keith Overman and Chris Berman made
ESPN.
ESPN what it is.
Mhm.
And now you
And
see
then
all these
Stuart
people.
Scott took it a little further.
You see all these people copying, but never. Cause they
Uh-huh.
kind of whack now.
Yeah, they are.
But that's who made it, and these people left,
Mhm.
and so there's some shit going on with ESPN.
Clearly. I think if ESPN wasn't owned by Disney, they'd be just fine. I think it's the whole
you might
Disney
be right,
thing.
but
Might be. But it's, I don't know, man. I don't know.
well, pretty soon everything you watch is either gonna be owned by Disney or Amazon. So
Or, well, if you track it, from what I found in my research, everything's owned by Vanguard.
Vanguard Media.
No, no,
Mm.
no. In the bank, they do
Gotcha.
investment. They do my retirement through my job, but Vanguard
Right.
and this company called BlackRock. I swear to God, you look it up. Now you can find all the shit that they own, but you can't find who owns them. It's weird.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, the banks, and the banker, double death for you.
That gives you all the answers you
Yeah.
need right there.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, they own everything.
So
I don't know.
yeah.
It's, I don't think we'll ever really know
What actually happened?
what actually happens unless there's some clever reporter who finds it, who works for somebody else and comes
Right.
out with the situation. But ESPN is not going to show their cards.
No.
No,
No.
me personally, I don't like hearing apologies. I mean, personally, it's like one thing.
If it's a sincere apology, I don't mind hearing it.
I don't.
If it's
I
a
feel-
forced apology,
That's what I'm
you,
saying.
well, that's
If
you
it's
can
a
keep
forced
that shit.
apology, or if you go apologize for something that you know you would do again.
What's
what
I'm saying?
the fuck you apologize? It's like I don't get it. It's hollow.
I don't like apologies for opinions. If I purposely say something derogatory or something that hurts you or something like that,
Right.
yes. But if it's just an opinion,
Mm-hmm.
now you can say, I understand where you're coming from, but this is why I believe you're wrong. Fine.
Right.
Yes,
Especially
it's,
when
it's
you're-
your opinion. It's just how you feel. You should not be
Right.
sorry for how you feel.
Especially when your opinion is based off the facts that you have. Now,
That
if there
you
are
facts
other
that you have.
facts that you don't have.
Yes.
That's different.
Yes.
Right.
Because you didn't know.
And
But-
if you get those facts, you say, you know what? I got these facts. I'm sorry for what I said.
right,
That,
or
but-
let me analyze these and see what I come up
Yeah.
with. But I mean, like you said, to your point, why the fuck are you? I don't
It's
like
ju-
all these apologies.
It's just your
All these
opinion, and
apologies.
if my opinion hurts your feelings, that's a you problem. It's not
Yeah,
a me problem
absolutely.
at all.
Absolutely.
I like I said, I can deal with apologies if they're sincere. If you sincerely go, you know what, I fucked up. Let me make apologies.
Well, see, that's the problem.
That's
And
one
like
thing.
we talked about earlier in the show. First, a lot of the shit ain't sincere. It's just
Right.
it's lip service. It's all hollow. So don't fucking apologize to me if you don't mean this shit. Like
Right.
I don't. No, don't do it.
Exactly.
I tell you right
It
now,
don't mean shit if somebody forced you to do it.
You right.
everything I've said and through all these podcasts is my opinion, and I feel sorry for none of it. For any feelings that
We
I've
know.
hurt,
Nor should you.
nor should I.
We know why.
But I shouldn't feel sorry.
No, you shouldn't. And I just
And
said
if
we know.
and if somebody's feelings are hurt, that's a them problem and not a me problem.
Well, that's a way to bring it back because that's part of the majority of the problems, like we talked about
Yes.
earlier in the
Yes.
show.
Yes.
With this sensitive ass society, and
sensitive
cancel,
society.
cancel culture, and all of that.
That's a you
bullshit.
problem. You
Oh,
shouldn't give a
man.
fuck about what I say or how I feel
Man,
about
man.
anything. That's a you problem. If you're all butthurt and you know what I'm saying, that's you.
If you don't, my thing is opinion. You don't like if somebody don't like your opinion, fine. Now, if you're derogatory to a group of people or a person, that's one thing.
Which I've never been.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking about you and I'm just.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Right.
And if you, but for opinions, now,
Right, but if you striking out at somebody or a group just off of your feelings,
yeah.
man,
But
calm the fuck
now,
down, man. Like,
but-
that's some bullshit right
what I do have a problem with, and it's not you or anybody, what I do have a problem with is when somebody hides behind saying at the beginning of their statement, in my opinion, and then says some fucked up shit. Like,
But you gotta have thick enough skin. If someone
No,
can
no,
say,
no.
in my opinion,
yeah,
okay, that is their opinion. But you gotta be at least have thick enough skin to be like, okay, whatever they say, even if it's directed at me, this is their opinion.
no, I get that. But what I'm saying is, if you say, I'm gonna give you an example, I don't personally believe this. Let me say that in the mic before I say it. But if you say, in my opinion, all black people are assholes, that's a fucked up statement. Don't say it in my opinion.
I disagree.
I disagree as well.
That's a fucked up statement.
Because
It
maybe-
might.
it might be,
it
but,
might
but like
be.
what I said with him earlier, if every black person he dealt with was an asshole, how can you fault them? That's not not an indictment on all black people, and I'm saying this.
But that's what that's
But if that- if-
that's in that situation.
If
If
they
they say
dealt- if
all black people are
But
assholes,
if they've dealt with
That's
multiple black people, like I'm not saying if they just dealt with one and that person was a, but if they dealt with multiple, and then they said, yeah, that was an asshole, that's the,
Because it's possible.
yeah, it is possible.
yeah, I get that.
And then they also prefaced it by saying, in my opinion, I
But you
cannot
can't-
get mad at that.
You can't say, in my opinion, and generalize because at the same point, and your point is valid. I get what y'all are saying, but at the same point, you haven't met every black person.
No, and you never will.
That's my point. So you,
You never
can't
will.
say.
Well, no, you're.
Now, if
you're-
the statement comes out and says, in my opinion, the black people I deal with are all assholes, I have no problem with it.
Okay.
But your opinion,
Okay.
but also your opinion can be wrong, and I think your opinion is wrong, and I don't think two shits about it. I don't care.
Well, but what
It
I'm
doesn't
saying-
hurt my feelings. It doesn't make me feel any sort of way.
No, it doesn't. And for me,
And that's
y'all
what
know-
I'm talking
y'all
about.
know me.
But if you're basing your opinion on facts, if
That's
you
what
say,
I was getting
if
ready
you
to
say
say.
the facts, if everyone you dealt with was an asshole,
yeah,
I'm not mad at you, even if I feel you're wrong.
right. That's
I'm
what
not
I'm
mad
saying.
at you for that because that's been
That's
your
what I'm saying.
experience.
If you say it that way, I don't have a problem with it. But when you say all black people are assholes, then that is generalizing everybody.
And
I get
it
it.
is.
And
It's a factually inaccurate statement, but it doesn't bother me.
I think you're more upset at the terminology there.
Okay, maybe, but that's what I'm saying. If you say the people I deal with, the black people I deal with are assholes,
Or everyone I've dealt with has been an asshole.
I have no
I
problem with
get
that.
you. I get it. Terminology. I get,
Yeah.
but I get where you're coming
Yeah,
from. I get it. I get it.
I don't like generalizations
I got you. I got you.
because generalizations, to me, generalizations, when you generalize, that's where you get the racism from.
Well, I've
When
said
you
this before
generalize-
about blanket statements.
Yeah, exactly.
It's terrible.
But is that, I mean,
Yeah.
is that still racism?
Yeah.
I could say all black people like chicken. Is that racism?
No,
Well, everybody likes
it's
chicken.
a ster-
so
it's a
it's a
false
stereotype.
stereotype, but it's not racist.
You know, I get it.
But we've redefined what racism is.
and
We have.
and all the black people I've dealt with like fried chicken. So I'm just gonna say it that way.
Okay, to take it. Let's go have another road then. You can feel me?
All the white people I've dealt with
If
like
I were
fried
to
chicken.
say that-
Actually, everybody I've ever met likes fried chicken.
It's
If I,
delicious.
if I made a statement, all women are irrational.
That's facts.
Now what if I knew you were gonna love it. But I'm not saying that. But if I made that statement and I said it and I made a disclaimer, all women that I dealt with have been irrational.
And the ones you haven't.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. I'm not going there with what,
I could
but I
count-
wouldn't have a problem with it.
I can count on you to have my back on that one. but if
Yeah. You said all the ones you dealt with.
yeah,
I'm with you. I got you.
And the ones you haven't dealt with.
duly
He doesn't-
noted. Duly
he
noted,
hasn't
my
met
man.
all women.
Duly. I haven't. I'd like to, but I haven't.
So you can't make that statement because he hasn't met all women.
I can make that statement, and I did.
You have not met all women.
No, I haven't, but I've met enough to know the trend is that way.
So the ones you dealt with have been irrational.
And the ones I don't even fucking know.
You don't know. You don't know if they're irrational.
I just know.
Okay, we can say a large percentage of the ones we don't know are irrational.
I'm not even going there with y'all, but we're gonna agree to disagree on that.
At least 51%.
We're gonna agree to disagree because you
Majority in
don't know.
my book. I mean,
At least 51%.
I'm drinking my beer.
What?
we're just talking.
We just talking.
Yeah, I got you, but that's a generalization. I told you I don't like
And I
generalizations.
did say if, you know, it's on record.
So. Y'all wild. Y'all wild.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, people don't have to like my opinion. It's just my
No.
opinion.
Yeah. they
And
don't.
if that hurts your feelings, that's it. Like I said again, that's a you problem. I will not feel sorry about how I feel.
Guess what? When I
Right.
give my opinion, I give my opinion knowing it's gonna be people that don't like it.
Pretty
That's
much.
just what it is.
We don't all think the same.
We don't.
Not at all.
That's what makes this world spectacular in the fact that we're not all the same.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
nowadays they're trying to make everybody think the same, which is I do not like.
You're supposed to have all different types of people.
Not according to this new world.
Hey, John, hold on. According to my beliefs, no.
All different types of people.
No.
Now,
Black, white, short.
if you are a
midget,
certain way, show business. But
short, midgets, tall, Indians. You're supposed to have all types.
No,
Real
that's
people.
physical, but you're all supposed to think a certain way nowadays.
Oh, well, you got your different types of thinkers. I'm not even going to start on that, but that's a whole nother. We can end it before I start on that.
Let's go.
I will be right there to throw some more fuel on it.
Yeah, no.
I'm ready to go with it.
Nope.
Speak your mind, player.
I'm a walking bottle of kerosene, boy. I'll
Speak
light
your
that
mind.
fucking fire up.
We're good.
No.
I don't feel we are.
I think we are.
I don't know, Josh.
I
I
think we're
feel
good.
like you just don't want to do it.
I think we're good here.
I feel like you're holding back.
Yeah, we're good here.
This is not the forum to hold back.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But we're good here.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I ain't gonna press.
We'll you know, I feel that next week I'm gonna try to dive into something extremely controversial.
Mm-hmm.
The,
Oh,
And I'm with you.
the first
Yeah.
segment of next episode is gonna, we're gonna find the most controversial shit we can think of, and we're gonna dive right into it like a high dive in the Olympics. Olympics is coming up, so we're gonna high dive right into shit.
And we're gonna give some honest takes from the beginning.
From the
so you
beginning.
know where we stand. And then
We always
we'll
do
just
though.
have our discussion. Well, no, we're going to
We
something
always give.
extremely controversial.
We'll find something that is extremely divided down the middle of something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, and I think we will. Yeah,
I'm gonna,
Okay.
yeah.
get your popcorn.
Get your popcorn.
ready.
Also, just got a number for the in case we have some people that want to call in. Yeah, you know it, or you don't know it offhand.
Well, we're not
live.
live.
We're not ready for that yet.
But
we're
you,
getting
I mean,
close.
you got a number though, but they can
Oh, yeah.
call in. We're just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can post something and say if you call in between this time, we'll
Yeah.
take your message or a text
Yeah.
message or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, we can do that.
because we definitely need some feedback on this one. Otherwise, we'll just piss off the usual crowd. You know. And that'll be that.
Yeah.
I will say before we go, yes, so check us out on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Check
Yeah.
out Jackson the Killer over there.
Yeah.
Playing video games.
Yeah.
And I got some other stuff in the pipe right now, but
Yep.
we ain't ready for that yet. But it's coming.
It's
We're getting
coming.
there.
It's coming.
Baby steps.
Baby
Yeah.
steps. Check out my friends, Burn After Reading, on wherever you get your podcasts.
Right.
It's a little podcast. You got anything? You do anything?
Well, his stuff is in the pipe. It's one of the things.
All right.
One of the things we was talking about.
We got the WFT coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna
when
about to
football
start that back.
When football season start up.
WFT
Actually, training
family.
camp starts next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week.
We actually going down there Friday.
That Friday.
Yeah.
We'll talk off there.
Okay.
So football coming up. Also, I just wanted to. If you want some unbiased news, check out Breaking Points on YouTube. Check us out on YouTube.
Oh, we clearly give you a plug. No, we're biased.
We're not biased. We're
No, we try to be unbiased, but we're really biased.
We're more like just
We have strong feelings on
yeah.
that.
We just say what we feel. It's not really news. We're not reporters.
No, we're not
Yeah.
reporters. Yeah.
I mean, we try to be unbiased, but we're really not.
No, we're not. No. Now, I say check out Breaking Points because Breaking Points has a lefty and a righty on there, and they do their thing.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
It shows on all sides anyway.
Yeah. And check out our friends from over across the pond.
Across the pond.
Yeah.
Oh, and what's our the Mamas
Oh, Mamas with Commas.
Mamas with Commas. Our friends Mamas with Commas.
Yeah, check them out.
Check them out too. All sorts of stuff. We got a lot of people
Yeah.
doing their thing on YouTube and other platforms with their podcasts. So, yeah, I would say if you're ladies, check out Mamas and Commas.
Yeah.
It's not really a guy thing, but but check them out if you want to see some hotties talk about stuff. I will say that
But we
Gotcha.
support
Yes,
we
we
support them. Yeah, I wish I could have supported one of them.
do. You go out
them.
the
Yeah, and that's going to do it for this week. Yeah.
All right,
So,
all right. See y'all next time.
all right.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.